Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to just show you a couple plants today because this habitat restoration is working and it is thrilling. So we are looking out into our front yard from our porch, and I had to come out the door, so I've scared a lot of the birds away. But if you look closely in front of me, there are some birds bobbing around in the Staghorn sumac, or Rus typhina. So this is one of the woodies we planted very early on here, and they're quick growing to give us some privacy since we're so close to the road. And it's a great shrub for pollinators when they're in flower, and then for birds with the fruits late in the season. And so what you're seeing out there are what's left of, they almost look like cones, and they're filled with all these seeds of the sumac. And there are American robins in here right now. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there were probably 20 when I came out here, plus European starlings. And the European starlings are here every year. You know how hardy they are. But this is the first time in 10 years we have had American robins here. And it's got to be because there is finally enough food to sustain a flock for a while. So I used to work south of here, about 45 minutes on the north side of Columbus. And there were always robins down there in the city because you get of course, the heat effects of the city, and then just a lot more fruiting plants that have been planted as ornamentals. And so we really focused on that here, and we are now seeing the rewards, and it's so exciting. It totally works. So at the most, we've seen probably 50 American robins here in the past few days because the big winter storm went through here. And crazily enough, we have a gray catbird here still. And this gray catbird can sometimes be seen here in the Staghorn sumac, and also in a plant I'll show you next. But I just wanted you to know that in this sumac right now there's starlings eating, there are robins eating, cardinals come in here and eat very routinely as well. And they just sit there and peel seeds and eat them. So I'm gonna walk out here for a minute to go show you this other plant, and I'm sure these guys will scare up. Hey, little friends! Okay, so I'm not gonna bother you all for long. I just gotta walk out here. So this other plant we're going to see right now is Viburnum opulus, which is supposed to be, when we planted it, Viburnum trilobum. So Viburnum trilobum is the American cranberry bush, but what we ended up with is this European viburnum, and it's a very common misidentification in nurseries, and it's very hard to tell the difference when you don't know. And at that time we didn't know, and then now we know. But now this shrub is feeding so many birds and has not yet reproduced around here. So we're going to start planting Viburnum trilobum if we can get an actual real source. But in this plant, down in these thick tangles, is where the gray catbird has been hanging out the most. And you can see all the fruits still on here, but there are so many that are gone. I estimate that this shrub and not the trilobum, sorry y'all, Viburnum opulus, that they'll last probably no more than a week. And same with the sumac. And look down here. You can see the remnants of the fruits because the cardinals love this too, so they peel them and eat the seeds. Obviously they would do the same with trilobum, and that would be preferable, but we got what we got. Let's see. So these fruits are all ones that can hang on for quite some time in the winter, and obviously and taste better after freezing. And I have one more plant that I am pretty positive is why we have all of these fruit-eating birds here right now, and that is the Eastern Red Cedar. And they have so many fruits on them, but so many are gone. So let's walk out there for just a moment and I will show you those and then we'll wrap up. All right, here we are. Sorry about the breathing. It's a workout walking in snow. These are the cedars on our north property line, and there are a bunch of robins in here right now, so this totally confirms it. I think because of all these cedars, which are really junipers, that they're fruiting this year, and I think with them and the staghorn and the viburnum, these late season fruits, plus all the early season fruits, we had all the different dogwoods and spice bush that attracted everyone in early, we have been able to keep some of these birds here for much longer because it's giving them everything they need to survive. Hey, robins. And these junipers are not just giving food, but plenty of shelter. And that is definitely something obviously to think about, is they all need food, water, shelter, space. So we've got the space we have, the food we've been increasing, and these plants are maturing so they're able to put it on. The shelter is wonderful in conifers and different tree cavities, and then food, water, shelter, space. And the water, Steve did those dams in our little tiny stream, and it's kept the water open so much longer than before. Here, we're gonna start trekking along. Hey, robins! I want to show you the fruit up close. And that has allowed the soil around there to stay open. And you know, robins have really soft bills, and so they can't be cracking into things. They use them more as probing and wolfing down these berries. So here we go. We're getting to some. These cedars over here had been fruiting. Let me go around and we're going to see how many are left. Can you see all this snow? How much did you all get? I mean, we probably got 10 inches at least. And now it's kind of drifting, and now we're going to get freezing cold. Okay, let's see. Are there any left? Little trees, do you have any left? Or have they just been consumed? Aren't they gorgeous? Look at them with these snow on here. Holy cow, y'all. No wonder they're not in here anymore. The juniper berries they're eating. I just have this feeling this catbird's probably in these cedars at night. And that's how they've been able to live so far. Okay, they're gone. So there were hundreds and thousands of fruits on here, or cones is actually what they are on junipers. But look at this. Beautiful. So I just thought you'd like the report. 10 years, our first flock of robins. And they're staying here because finally there's what they need to survive. And a catbird has decided, I'm gonna try this winter here in north central Ohio. Thanks to all the food and shelter opportunities. So it's just a delight, everyone. I cannot recommend doing this on your land enough. No matter how much you have, the teeniest little postage stamp, you're going to attract other life, and then your heart is going to grow a millionfold. And you're going to go, oh my gosh, just because I decided to stop mowing this and plant this, so-and-so gets to live here too. I mean, it's remarkable. We have a huge, beautiful planet that we can share. So let's just do that. Happy snow day, all. And if you are in our area, plant juniper, staghorn sumac, and the native Viburnum, trilobum. If you're in Europe, go ahead and do the opulus. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye.